All right. You ready?
Yeah.
I'm ready. Let's kick this pig.
Kick this pig. Kick the tires and light the fires, Big Daddy.
Sometimes I feel like I should start the show earlier, just our ramblings beforehand. Then I could cut this. I can cut that stuff out, and then just like have like anytime we miss an episode, just do a clips show of like everything. The like 20 minutes of us like getting set up.
This is the B-roll.
This is the stuff you normally don't get.
Attack of the Show used to do that.
Yeah, lots of people do that stuff.
It'll have like there's no commercial to fill, but they don't want to just jump right back into the show, so they do a small sponsor clip of stuff being moved around, people changing position, checking microphones.
Yeah. All right. So start in 3, 2,
penis.
1.
You're welcome.
Go as soon as I
hitting buttons.
I gotta figure which one I'm gonna hit. Let's go with this one. Ow, that was really loud.
It's really loud. Even I turned this back down. Going back to work. Did the government finally get their heads out of their asses?
Nope.
Oh,
not that I know of.
Okay, I have a military friend who says she's going back to work tomorrow.
The Pentagon told some people to go back to work.
Which, I mean, they weren't supposed to be out of work in the first place. Their pay was guaranteed.
Some.
That was all service members.
Oh, military.
Yeah. Like service members. They were all
Yeah, they were
guaranteed.
supposed to still be going. All right, let's try this again. That's still loud.
It's horribly loud. What's
But
going
like,
on?
that's okay. That's loud too. Okay, so it's not just that.
It's the iPod.
Too loud.
It's clobbering time. This is obsessive comics disorder.
You like that?
Because I know it's you.
No, it's not me.
That's not you?
No, it's not me.
Dude, that sounds like you.
All right. For real this time. We'll start it in 3, 2, 1, go.
It's clobbering time. This is obsessive comics disorder.
Hello out there, everyone, and welcome back to Obsessive Comics Disorder. This is the podcast talking about comics, gaming, and geek life. Let's how you like them apples?
Not really a fan of apples.
Oh. Anyways,
More of an oranges guy.
my name's Chris Crenshaw. That voice you heard over there is my coach, Philip.
I'm back. Where was I?
I don't know.
I don't know.
You were not feeling well. You were feeling lay sick.
Yeah, I was like sick. It was horrible.
I am lay tired.
Okay, we'll go take a nap. Then fire shit.
I think it's missiles.
One of those. Good little YouTube video though. That just every once in a while, if you're ever feeling down, just watch that. It's hilarious.
Just like the video of the old TV show, or not old, early 2000s TV show Master Blasters. Did you ever see a show?
No.
It was a sci-fi show.
Okay.
It was junkyard wars with rocket engines. So like you had two teams and they had a challenge and they had to build it, but it always included some sort of rocket engine.
Sweet.
Yeah. Dude, this was like the greatest thing ever. It got canceled within like 5 episodes, but it was the greatest thing ever.
Oh yeah, all the good stuff gets
So
canceled.
the best episode ever, and just the best moment in TV ever, was their challenge. It was a football themed challenge, and their goal was they built this this ramp was built.
Mm-hmm.
They had to put a Mini Cooper on this ramp. They had to somehow launch it into the air and get it through uprights like they were kicking a field goal.
Sweet.
Yes.
Did the Mini Cooper have to survive?
Yes, it had to land. They got points for it landing safely.
Okay.
So it was a multi-pointed thing to challenge. So you had to make it off the ramp. You had to go through the goalpost and land safely. Those were like the 3 parts of the challenge.
Sweet.
Yeah, and the visiting team is like just dissing the other team like the whole time, and there's always a side bet that's like in this one the loser had to throw them a tailgate party.
Okay.
So like the old teams like throwing like over stakes over like the separator between their garages or whatever, and just talking garbage like the entire episode. And so, end of the episode, they get up there. First team, the visiting team gets up there, and what they had done is they had basically mounted the engines on the side of the car.
Okay.
So they get up there, and they always do that like. First, they would always show like 2 seconds of it firing and then clip to commercial.
Yeah.
But smart person that I am, it's like when they showed those 2 clips, I'm like, that car looks like it's already starting to jank to one side. Sure enough, because it just like you see it fire and then it clips to commercial, but during that fire you see it just kind of like go like that.
You saw us swerve. Oh, okay. Yeah.
So they come back for commercial, thing fires and just goes off the ramp and just does this. One engine never lit. So you just had this like...
So you had a lopsided... yeah. So,
yeah.
See?
And because it's outboard, so it's just this force going that way. And so it just... I think the car stayed relatively intact. Like it was crushed, but like they just opened up the parachute and it just kind of rolled away.
Okay.
Like the wind just kind of, with them pushing, blew it away. And that was just like, I laughed because these are the guys talking trash, and it just sucked.
We're the best. We're the best. Oh.
So the team, the winning team every time, it's that they're the team called the Master Blasters, this rocketry club. They get up there, and what they had done in it instead is they had built a boom off the back of their car and put the engines in the boom. Or no, the engines were in the back of the car, and then they built this boom for stability.
Tail fin.
Yeah, tail fin, basically. They get up there, it's like 3, 2, 1, go, and you see those engines launch, and that car just goes. It just like, it goes into the air, above the goalpost, and just keeps going. It just goes, and just like goes forever, and then just starts to bend down, and then just smashes into the earth and just explodes. Like the chute, they timed their chute just wrong, and so like it pitches down just the way they wanted to, but they timed the chute wrong so that by the time the chute's starting to come out, smash.
It's already in the ground. Ah.
But it just like the fact that the chute didn't open just made it that much more glorious because you just see this thing just soar, and it just goes like for like a mile or so, and then just comes into the ground and just smashes.
How big are these engines?
I don't know, but it was crazy. I gotta put the link in the show notes. I bring this up because this is like I watched it when I was in high school. I found the link when I was in college on YouTube because I was telling people about it. And then every now and then it's one of those videos I have to go back and rewatch because it's just the greatest thing ever. So that was that's an interesting way to start the show.
Hey, explosions.
Yeah.
Everybody loves them.
Boom! Headshot.
Headshot.
So, what you been up to, Philip?
Not a whole lot, man. Been doing the X-Wing with you on Wednesdays.
Yeah, this
Which
guy.
is,
this guy, we got him in playing the X-Wing miniatures game.
Playing the X-Wing miniatures. I still think digital game table would make the game much more exciting.
Where you just like you touch what maneuver you're doing, and it draws the line in the square. That's just like place figure here.
Yep. Well, not even that. The full on chessboard from the Millennium Falcon.
Yeah, but
right,
I like
let's
having.
Let's get some kind of like little fog generated in there, lasers.
Oh yeah,
That'd be cool.
While that sounds cool, I like the quality of the miniature though.
The miniatures are very awesome quality. Yes, they are.
Like they're painted and they're just very well crafted.
I'll give it that.
I would miss that.
Yeah.
But I would not miss all the tokens and stuff it has.
Oh, all the tokens,
I've come to realize that's a Fantasy Flight specialty.
Extra.
Because these are the same people that made Android Netrunner. You remember we empty that box out and it's just like pieces galore?
That was fun.
Yeah. So it's just the thing that their company does is they just like putting lots of cardboard in their games.
They must have a deal with a recycling company or something. They just get like...
It's quality stuff.
Oh, it is.
But it's just a lot of junk.
So much. And man. But I mean, I could see that. Like, and the other big thing is because a ship can move through a ship.
Yeah.
As long as your end point does not touch the ship's base, you're perfectly fine. But then, if I want to do a 3 hard right, I got to move stuff out of the way, then put my ship work, then put everything back. And it's like, nah, stop it.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Yep. Maybe this week I'll get my second A-wing and get in there. I think it's time for me and you to fight because it's been like 2 or 3 weeks since
It has been, well, because that first time we were just at a stalemate.
Yeah.
We were just sitting there. I think I'll run that. I think I'll run that same setup I ran on Scott because Jeremy had a point with those the stealth.
The stealth
stealth
devices.
upgrade. Yeah. Even though you lose it after you take a hit, but still, I mean, it's
like the shield. You lose that after a hit, anyways.
Yeah.
So you're gonna replace them with the stealth devices?
yeah. Well, with Scott, I ran Darth Vader
With
his assault missiles and his swarm tactics.
Okay.
Then I ran 2 Academy pilots, which are 12s. They're 12 points with a shield upgrade 4 points. Then I ran 2 Obsidian Squadron pilots, which are 13 points, and the stealth device is 3 points. So I still had my grand total of 100.
Okay.
And being the Empire, I took initiative.
Right.
And didn't realize Biggs Darklighter was on the field. But it didn't matter because there was nothing within range of him.
Oh, yeah.
Biggs.
Another thing you could always try doing. I don't have the miniatures for this. That's one reason why you can't.
Yeah.
Knock off the Academy of Pilots and put 2 interceptors in instead. Because those things, like I was telling Jeremy, I was trying to tell Jeremy he was not using them right because interceptors are nasty because you cannot predict where they're going. Because like they can totally like, while my X-wings are trying to like face in the other direction, I'm like trying to work my way back. The interceptor was like boom, 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 and is facing the opposite way already.
Yeah.
Like they can almost pull Hueys like nothing.
I was thinking there's got to be some ship in the game that gets a white K-turn.
No.
No?
No.
Not at all.
Nope. But like I said, but it's a matter of like you just like the A-wings. One of the pilots still gets actions if you have stress tokens. So then K-turn does nothing.
Okay.
It just means that I have to do a green maneuver. I can't do another K-turn is all it means.
Yeah. Okay, that's good.
Yeah. So
It's still a pretty good game.
yeah, lots of fun.
If we can set up one map with no asteroids, that'd be great too.
Hey,
Screw those asteroids.
I think I got the limit, or I think I got the record on the asteroid hits.
Yeah, you had
3 asteroid hits in 2 turns.
3 asteroid hits in 2 turns. 2 asteroid hits on the same
on
turn.
the same turn. However, if that asteroid had just been like a tiny sliver of the other direction, that play would have been genius.
It would have.
I would have been like, that would have been the greatest. That would have been the game turner right there.
That would have been. That would have
But
been
I
amazing.
hit an asteroid, lost my action, and it screwed me over.
Yeah. That's great. And that was the map where, because we had a great setup going. Because
Oh,
we got
yeah, where
the 2 games right next to each other. Someone from one game, or game A, game B. One person from game A sets up game B's asteroids.
Yeah.
Person from game B sets up game A's asteroids.
Yeah.
It's great because you have no say
Except
in
for where
what's...
Philip originally like put them like all 6 in front of my stuff.
Hey, they were all spaced out properly too. I don't even know what the hell you're talking about. All right. They were 2
I
from
should
the
have just like stayed behind that the whole game, just like moved back and forth in there.
2 figure 8s around them.
Get to one end, K turn, come back. You'll never get me.
That'd have been great. And then I flew a ship off the edge of the map.
It's okay. That's how I got Jeremy one game. Did I tell you about that?
That's how I still lost, but he had Slave 1 and he flew it off the edge of the map.
Yeah. No, but with Jeremy, he got real close to the edge of the map, and then there was 2 turns in a row where I had a Y-wing out and I was hitting him with a ion cannon. So where he has to go one straight. And I did it 2 turns in a row. On the second turn, it bumped him off the map. He just looks at me. He's like, "I hate you." So,
And the Falcon. Screw the Falcon.
why?
With that 360 turret. Other Jeremy was right. If it was just a 270 turret and didn't have a didn't have that rear firing arc,
Uh-huh.
it could be a little more, I don't know, balanced. Would that be the proper word?
I don't know. I still found that like even times when you run the Falcon, it's still once you start hitting it, it goes down pretty quickly.
Yeah. I mean, if you can knock out shields pretty quick,
Yeah.
it's only got one hull point.
One die. It's got lots
Oh,
of
it's got
hull.
one defense. It's got one
Yeah.
defense.
That's
right.
what I'm saying. Like I think it's perfectly balanced. Yeah, it's got a 360 arc, but it has one defense dice. So if you mob it, somebody's going to get hits through, and it goes down pretty quickly.
As long as Biggs isn't on the field,
Yeah.
I can slam all 5 TIE fighters against it. It'd be great.
I actually read some comics over the past month.
Yeah?
Because you know what I did? I went to our local comic stop, and I renewed my box.
Hey, you know what I did?
What?
I also bought comics.
Oh, I wish I had gotten that clip that was like, tell you what, Chris, I'm not going to go a whole year without buying any comics.
Shut up.
Was that wasn't on the show?
That wasn't on the show.
I think
that
that
was
was the-
at Comic-Con.
I think that was the car ride back.
Yeah.
I told you you wouldn't be able to do it.
I wouldn't be able to. $50 in comics.
Yeah. You bought $50 in comics? Dude, open a box. You save like 10%.
I know. I got the new Larfleeze comics.
Nice.
That's kind of cool. The first 2 came with free rings.
Nice. I
So
have
that's
all the
cool.
rings.
You have all the, yeah.
They're up in one of those boxes.
I've got an orange, a black, and a red now.
Nice. Sweet. And then I read what all have you I went in and got a box,
Mm-hmm.
and then I haven't gotten any since. There's probably starting to get a little pile in there. So I'm like, oopsies.
Yeah. Well, because you're into a whole bunch more comics than I am.
Well, I tried to limit it. I think there's only like 5 or 6 I signed up series I signed up for. Mainly Batman
Okay.
stuff, Justice League, and then there's that new Forever Evil thing that they've got going on right now. I've been reading that. Or I read the first issue of that. That was pretty good. And I read the Trinity War setup to that.
That was the other thing I was looking at, because there's...
That's pretty good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I have to take a look at some stuff.
It's really cool because the last big event they did was Flashpoint, which was right before they set up, and they had tons of dong.
Dong, dong, dong.
They had tons of tie-ins and stuff.
Oh, yeah, they're...
Yeah,
all
but the
over the
main
place.
issue, the main book itself was like 5 issues, and the story just kind of like was over too quickly.
I picked up the trade of Flashpoint.
Oh, you
and-
did?
Yep.
When did you do that?
When I bought $50
Oh,
comics.
okay.
I picked up the trade, and I was like,
And then it's over.
Is it?
Yeah, I feel like they needed to make it like 7 or 8 issues, and then
Yeah.
taking the Aquaman and the Wonder Woman series and put that.
Should have put those in there, because
put-
that was a big part of the thing.
Yeah,
It's like,
and that's not even in the main storyline.
no.
Yeah, so that's what I was saying. They should have interstitched that a little better. So so like I said, if you go back and listen to a podcast where I did about Flashpoint, it was over too quickly, and
I also want to see if there's a... Because there's... In the Flashpoint thing, there were the 3 timelines you saw.
yes,
There was the original Everything's Perfectly Fine timeline.
Uh-huh.
There's the I saved my mother, so
The Flashpoint timeline.
The Flashpoint timeline. And then I'm guessing that 3rd timeline is now the new 52 timeline?
Well, no, there were 3 timelines that went in, and then the new 52 was the one that came out. The 3rd one was the Wildstorm imprint, which DC had been running for a while, and it was basically because Flashpoint was also a way of them being able to bring in those characters, because they killed the imprint, and they brought in a lot of those characters into the new 52, like Constantine.
Okay.
It was their way of kind of retconning that in.
Gotcha.
So
Alright.
that's why there's a lot of those, like some of the Justice League Dark people. They were from some of this Wildstorm imprint, which was like a separate company of their own separate universe, and so they brought that into kind of the main DC universe.
Gotcha.
Yeah, but compared to this one, the Justice League, the Trinity War event, which was actually a lead up to another event, the Forever Evil.
So many events.
Well, I know, but the way they did it, they spaced it out like really well,
Mhm.
and it was. I thought it was timed quite well, and you saw it coming. Like you knew stuff was, or you knew like the beginning bits of it stretched out for a while. It kind of reminded me of Marvel's Secret Invasion,
Okay.
where there were kind of like subtle hints dropped out for the year or two beforehand, maybe even back farther than that. And it's just like the bits in Trinity War, some of the tidbits in that have been going since the very beginning of the New 52. And we're talking like a year and a half later.
Yeah.
And so that part I like because it shows it was planned out a whole lot more. It's not just like, we're rebooting, throw an event.
Yeah. And now the new Green Lantern event, it's coming out this month, Lights Out.
Oh, I'm so far behind on Green Lantern.
It's actually, and
Although I caught all the way up to Jeff Johns' last issue.
okay.
After that, I was kind of like, I think I'm done.
Yeah, because not a lot of stuff. For the life of me, I can't recall like other stuff if it's been going on since New 52 came out. But in the 20s, the 20 issues, actually after everything with the Third Army and the First Lantern,
Okay.
that's when this has all been starting. Rings will just lose power.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, like they're sitting there, they're fighting a battle, and all of a sudden there's no more glow.
Oh, that's bad for like when you're fighting in space.
Yeah. And then like 30 seconds later, power restored. And so it's like, what just happened?
Oh, no.
Smack, smack, smack. And they're like getting beat up and stuff. But yeah, there's a whole big thing going on with they're calling it Lights Out.
That sounds kind of cool.
It's only gonna be a 5-part series.
Oh, is it spread among all the different series?
Yeah,
I don't like that.
it's gonna be green, core guardian, red, and then green is the last one.
Oh. Okay.
Looks pretty sweet.
Yeah.
Shut up, Chris. I'm getting a box. Hate you. Hate you.
Oh, you need one of those now?
What's that? What? I might need one of those too.
You mean a box at the store?
Store.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I've been like thinking about how I need to rework this place. I think that the big
Display case.
rack behind you, I think it's gonna go over here.
Mhm.
And then let me point over next to the TV over here. And then I think I'm gonna put in another rack just like that metal one where the comics are.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, look, I could do a studio shot.
I know. I was like, Chris, you got a camera. You can just say studio.
So for those that see the video, apologies for the audio, but there's my comics, and you can see that there's a little rack there,
Show me.
and so I'm hoping to put like a second rack there next to it, maybe.
Oh no. Wait a minute. What
Oh
is this?
yeah,
What is this?
Ashley's mom got me that. It's a Green Lantern kite.
Dude, that is awesome.
Yeah, because she knows I'm big into the comics and Green Lantern, so
Sweet.
yeah. She saw that at the store, and then she picked it up. So then
Nice.
Ashley's mom was like, "Yeah, you could just like put it together and hang it up in your studio or whatever." And then I'm like, "I'm gonna go fly it,
What are you talking about?
whatever." And then Ashley's like, "Well, no, I need a kite."
We need to see if they made all the core.
I doubt it.
That would be
It
awesome.
would be awesome, but I doubt it
But yeah, because
because that looks like it's a movie.
it's movie logoed. Yeah, because that's what's his guy?
How Ryan Reynolds.
Ryan Reynolds, that guy. Yeah, Van Wilder.
Oh gosh. Hey, look at that. That was like
But dude, if they made all
15
the
minutes
core,
of comics talk.
that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Except for the Orange Lanterns. That is the Larfleeze series
Yeah.
is kind of awesome.
Really? I've not read it.
Like I read the first 3 issues and there is some cool stuff going on.
Sweet. Yeah. It's an ongoing series?
It's an ongoing series. Takes place after some stuff with the Third Army,
Okay.
where the Guardians just kick the crap out of Larfleeze and send him packing. And the first one starts out. He's sitting on an asteroid at the very edge of the very edge or the very center. I think he's at the.
It's the very center of the universe.
Huh? Then he has to be at the very edge.
Okay.
And he's like slowly drifting toward the edge to just kill himself. And he has a little butler. And his butler, they're inside a little bubble shield so they can be protected. And his butler's like, You only have like 20 minutes left of ring power, and Larfleeze is yelling at him to shut up because he's trying to tell his life story and all this kind of crap. And then toward the end of the comic, it goes, so, yeah, your 20 minutes was up 15 minutes ago. We're not dead yet. I think you may have, he lost the orange power lantern.
Oh, okay.
That's what it is. So that's why he couldn't recharge. But it's like, you've kind of become the physical embodiment of orange power to begin with. So, And then some shenanigans ensue.
Nice. That sounds pretty cool. Sounds like digital pickup for me.
A little bit.
That's all the Green Lantern stuff I've been buying digitally.
I need to find my bags and boards.
Mine are sitting over there. I picked up some tape today. By the way, I don't know if you saw it when I was going in. They have those. It's Scotch tape.
Mm-hmm.
It's the little wristbands, and you put the strips in.
Yeah.
Those are great for bags.
Like perfect size.
Perfect size for you. Take 2, and you use that to close up your bags. Perfect.
Sweet.
Yeah. I used to get the bags that had the resealable strips on them, but then I found out those are like 2-ply, and supposedly after a couple years, then the comics start fading because they're not as. So I got 3-ply bags, and you can't get those with the strips.
What are the stuff like we buy in Third Eye?
That's the 3-ply.
Those are 3-ply? Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't sealed any of mine because I'm like, I want to read them again.
It's just that's why it's just 2 pieces of tape. It easily flips up. Pull it out.
No tape. No tape. Easy access. Bam. Read the
Nice.
comic.
Part of me's always wanted to just like put them up on a bookshelf.
Have them all lined up.
Have them all like lined up.
Get like the placards at the music store. Like A, B.
Yeah. Because then you could just easily pull one out and reread it. The problem with those bins, especially like when you get new ones, like they're all spaced out A through Z.
Mm-hmm.
And then like if you're putting a bunch in, then you have to take some out and then
And
put
you
them in
gotta
the next
adjust
bin.
them all,
You have
yeah.
to adjust them all.
It's horrible.
Yeah. All those boxes are stuffed. I'm going to need a new box.
You need a new box.
I'm going to need a new rack to put the new box on.
I think I need a bigger box.
You see all the comics stacked up there on
Oh
top?
yeah, just see that's kind of what my stack looks like of unbagged and boarded comics.
Yep.
See what they need to do? They need to make stuff for the trades,
What do you mean?
like a
Bags?
bag.
You could put the...
Not really a board.
You could
just a bag.
technically put them in the bags. I've seen it done before.
Yeah.
I've unbagged them before to buy them from other
Probably just buy
from
what?
other stores.
Have to buy a bigger bag though.
No.
No.
Because
Even
think
though-
about it, if you remove the board, they just slide right in.
Okay, I have to try that.
There's a little bit of space in there. If not, I think they sell bigger bags.
I was like pick up what the Gold Age
Yeah,
are those?
they're a little bit bigger, like width-wise.
Yeah.
But yeah, it would work. Yeah. Why would you bag that? Why would you bag a trade?
Because it's paperback. I'm bagging everything else.
Just do what I do. They just on the shelf.
Yeah. 6 in one, half dozen in the other. Make a big old shelf.
Yeah. See? In fact, a lot of these books, whatever they are, book stuff, that stuff I need to like put that away somewhere, box that stuff up, and then so I can have more space to put other trades.
Yeah, cause what are we looking at over here? We got what do we got? Are those textbooks?
Those are.
Yeah.
And then some of those are textbooks as well.
Yeah. See, we got textbooks over here.
Those are
There you
fiction books. Actually, that's not all of them. I got rid of a whole bunch of them.
Oh yeah.
And then the ones that are applicable that I wanted to keep, I took to work.
Okay, that makes sense.
And then there's role-playing stuff over there. There's the fiction books I've read down there. And then, we'll see, we got video games up there.
Video games.
That row needs to go too.
The video game row.
Yeah.
It's gotta go.
Well, I just like the computer game boxes. I don't need that up on a shelf. Well, now the WoW books, they need to stay up there
Yes.
because those are good. And then just like the boxes though, that needs to go. That just needs to get boxed away somewhere. And most of those games, the ones I at least play,
Uh-huh.
they're out of those boxes anyways.
Yeah, they're what in a binder or in the game console.
They're in the game case, or they're in that little sleeve you see me carry around.
Yeah.
Yep.
I love how you have doubles of a bunch of the games.
Well, that's because it's me and Ashley.
Yeah.
The pre-cohabitation.
The P-merge.
Yeah. And then after we moved in, we bought double copies of some game, like Halo Reach.
Uh-huh.
We knew we were going to have a lot of people over playing the game, and we had 2 Xboxes, so we bought 2 copies of the game.
Makes sense.
Yep. Yeah, I have a ridiculous amount of Halo 3 copies.
Because you have the 2 Halo 3s,
Yep.
and then the ODST.
Which had the Halo 3 multiplayer on it.
Ah.
And then later this month, they're giving away free to all gold members Halo 3.
Wow.
Yeah. Yep.
Fun times, guys.
How do you spell Larfleeze?
Larfleeze.
All right, I was right.
Also known as Agent Orange.
I knew that.
Mine. Mine. Mine.
Sorry, trying to update the show notes.
Mine.
No. Don't you
Mine.
be taking my stuff.
Mine.
Nope.
Hey, Chris, like a
No!
car. Mine.
No!
Mine.
No! Away at you.
Very appropriately, the first free ring given away with issue number 1 was orange.
No way.
No way.
No way.
Thought it was gonna be green.
Like I said, I have them all.
Yeah, I'm working on it.
I had them all back when Blackest Night came out.
Hopefully
So I've had them all since like 2009.
they'll be giving away more free rings with each.
And see,
Issue.
all those free rings they're giving out are like the same. They just made tons of them for the Blackest Night thing, and they're just still giving them away.
Yeah.
Because just stores got tons of them. Either that or DC's got... I think that's a store thing. I don't think it's... I think it's the stores giving those away. It's not a DC promotion.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, why didn't they give away from the third one? Oh, well.
Huh?
Whatever.
Whatever. Maybe they need to get more in.
That could be.
So... Where are we at?
I don't know. About half an hour.
Half an hour.
Oh, wow. Cool.
Yeah.
We've been sitting here talking about comics this
Oh my
whole
god!
time.
Imagine that.
On obsessive comics disorder.
Oh yeah. Did you ever see Agents of Shield?
No, I have not.
What?
It comes on at the same time as NCIS.
Oh. Okay. I think they replay some of it on Thursdays.
Okay, then
Or
I
not.
don't,
It's also I got it on Hulu Plus.
Hmm.
I don't know if it's on regular Hulu, like the web.
I could Coke and popcorn it.
Yeah.
Shh. No one's supposed to know about that, though. Shh. Nobody say anything.
Okay. You know this is going out on the internet.
www.cokeandpopcorn.com. No, it's not.
Anyways,
The internet? What's the internet?
it's for porn.
Yes! Now I'm happy. I'm going to go check out this internet thing here.
Wow. Oh god.
World of Warcraft. Speaking of World of Warcraft, oh, that's right. We canceled our accounts.
Oh yeah.
We can't really talk about WoW.
Not really been gaming at all.
I can talk about Stowe.
You want to know? You want to know what game I've been playing the most? Didn't I tell you this last time?
Castellan.
No.
Dad.
No.
No.
What?
What?
Dad?
You've been playing Dad.
Oh yeah. You know what game has been? It's on my phone. I'll give you a hint.
Okay. I can't load iOS 7.
No, I have iOS 7.
Oh.
I just can't load it on the iPad.
You finished that game?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Damn it. Loading. 99, 98, 99, error.
Free Cell. That's the game that I've been playing the most
Free
the
Cell.
past month. Like they had this solitaire game. It was like I had a free version and it had all these other solitaire modes, and then I paid the $2 so I could play Free Cell because I love playing Free Cell. It has the when you finish a game, it tells you when you win how many times you've won in that game.
Mm-hmm.
I've won 129 times in Free Cell.
Wow, how many times have you played?
Like
how many games have you played?
I have like a 70% finish.
Oh, wow. That's good.
Yeah, it's more so.
You have a high finish margin. That's
Yeah.
good because I can't stand free cell. like your original solitaire. Sometimes
Yeah.
they call it Klondike.
Yeah, that's the way it's listed in this game. Is Klondike.
I play that all day long. All right, that's just. We have our, me and my grandfather. That was one of the first things he downloaded on his phone was solitaire.
Yeah.
And like we pick up our expensive smartphones with all this great technology, and we play solitaire on them.
You know what I need? I need Microsoft to release a Minesweeper app, like an official Minesweeper app,
That would be so awesome.
and it would be Windows phones only.
It probably would be Windows.
I'm sure I can get a knockoff somewhere.
Oh, somebody would port it somewhere. Yeah, they would.
I'm sure it already exists on the iOS store. It's just called like Trap Blaster or something like that.
Something
instead.
horrible. Yeah.
Trap Mopper.
There was a Duffel blog article about an EOD technician who was couldn't win a game of Minesweeper.
Did you ever see somebody made a trailer for Minesweeper, the movie,
I think I did see that.
where it's like they had like the grid marked off with like tape, and then like the guy puts in the flag and just like it explodes. I think that was like an E-Bombs World thing,
That might have been.
or College Humor. I think it was College Humor.
Okay. I finally, now that we talked about that, remember Battleship with Liam Neeson?
Never saw it, but okay.
Didn't see it. I saw the movie. They did put some board game Battleship elements into the movie.
Okay.
There's a scene where the Japanese have been the buoys that predict like tsunamis and that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
They tapped into that signal, and they were able to find out where ships were, because when a ship goes by, the water displaces a little bit, the buoy moves.
Okay.
They were able to track ship movements. So like, yeah, that's how we've been tracking your fleet for the past couple years. But now we're going to use that to destroy this enemy. Because every time the enemy jumped over a buoy, it sank. They launched a missile at it. So they were actually doing it. They were like, E-27, fire! We missed!
Oh gosh. I still think because they never said you sunk my battleship.
Yeah, no. They did use a battleship, though.
I know.
They used the Missouri.
Yep. And we don't make battleships anymore.
We don't make, nope.
We have other stuff.
Now we have, it's all about smaller.
Yeah.
That's how a lot of stuff works
And
out.
multifunction.
Multifunction. When you get into like even one of the book series I read, or I reread a lot, they started out with like massive battleships with like cruiser and destroyer escorts and everything, and then they found out as the war progressed, they were like shrinking the ships down and just putting the same size guns on them. It's like instead of a 1,000-foot long battleship with these giant what did I do the math? 406 millimeters is about 15 inches,
Wow.
I think. Yeah. So these 1,000-foot long ships with 15-inch guns in like hundreds of turrets across the ships, or you could have a 200-foot long ship with a couple of the same size gun, just zipping and bobbing and weaving and hitting. Yeah.
Yep.
I guess that's how everything works out.
Yep.
Now we just need like fighter attack boats.
Yep.
Have like a G.I. Joe. Where the the submarine just launches the little subs.
No, you're wrong. You know what we need?
What?
Helicarriers.
We need helicarriers. Yes. Okay.
They go invisible.
Yes. We need what they gave it the fancy name. Like refractive, reflective.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Active camouflage or something
Activate
like that.
the active camo. Yeah, something like. We have the movie somewhere. We can just find it out.
Right.
What is it? Okay, there we go.
It was in James Bond too.
Yep. The Aston Martin calls it the Vanquish. We call it the Vanish. Like,
And you always hear the same response to like how we have stealth technology. It's like, oh, there's multiple cameras on there, and then just the camera projects on one side what it's seeing on the other, so it looks like you're looking through it. Because you always see that, like, and you saw it on the helicarrier too. It kind of goes grid-like for a while, and then it just disappears.
yeah.
It's the whole like, oh, we're just projecting what we see behind us, so now it's in front of us, and then it looks like the ship's not there.
Yeah.
Yep.
We should try that.
Nope.
No, we're not gonna try that.
Too much money.
I mean, because basically you're walking around with a giant LCD suit.
Yeah. That is money that could be spent on board games, comic books, and magic cards.
Yes.
And I think that is better well spent. Speaking of magic cards,
Speaking of magic cards,
man, it's like I planned that segue or something.
what do you? Oh my Jesus!
Guess who won their first Friday Night Magic? This guy.
That kid who always
This
wins?
guy.
That guy.
This guy.
That guy right there.
This guy right
With the
here.
2 thumbs.
2 thumbs. Bob Kelso.
I saw that picture.
Yeah. Because they split us up into pods. I actually had a decent sized pod that was like a lot of the really advanced players that like always play. There was only like one of them in this, or 1 or 2 in this pod,
Oh, good.
because it's of 8 people, and which is weird because like I knew a friend of mine from work came and Chloe was there, and my friend and Chloe was in the same pod as me. So 8 people. I know, 3 of them know each other. None of us played each other. I was like, the odds of that happening. I was
Yeah.
like, somebody's bound to play each. It's like you and Chloe ended up in the same pod you fought.
Mm-hmm.
So you just figure it's bound to happen.
Where I was like, "Hey, I beat a little girl."
Yeah, I know the feeling. But that night, I only lost 2 games.
Oh, cool.
Did not lose a round.
Very good.
Yeah, I tied the first round. I went in a draw. We went 1-1 and we ran out of time.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh,
And like I was pushing like the last. I almost won that round because I had him, and he held me off for 1 round, and it was long enough to get to the next round, and that was the 5th round after time.
After time. Oh, I gotcha.
So, if it had gotten back to my turn, I would have finished him off.
Okay. So did they just call that an automatic draw, or is it whoever has like the most
It's just
life points?
automatic draw.
Okay.
They don't do that in Two-Headed Giant. Because in Two-Headed Giant, you only do 1 game around because you're playing to like 30 life, and there's 2 of you playing on
Yeah.
each side. So it's you do times called. You do like 4 rounds or 4 turns after that, and at the end of the 4th turn, who has the most health wins.
Okay.
Yep. So yeah, if you just make it, they call that game a draw.
Mhm.
So like if you're on game 2, like if you never even got to game 3,
Yeah.
like say you won the first game and the second game you go past time and go all the way to the turn, that's a draw, but you still won a game, so then you would win that round. I think is the way that works.
Makes sense.
So, yeah, drawed the first game, or drawed the first round, went 2-0 the second round, and then 3rd round, I won the first game, lost the second game pretty badly, so I was kind of scared,
Mhm.
and then I ended up sneaking out a win on the 3rd game.
Oh, wow.
So I won the 3rd round. So I was
Sweet.
like,
So I guess you're getting better at deck building.
maybe.
Maybe.
I found the one thing I found out is it's a large part of it is knowing which cards to pull, and that sounds obvious, but when I say that, like, because when I built my deck that night, I was like, this is a crap. I am not going to do well. This is because I didn't have a whole lot of creatures. Like, I was kind of hoping I had more creatures than I did in the colors I was leaning towards.
Yeah.
But like, there were just a couple of cards I pulled that just kind of really helped me out towards as I was able to just hold things off in the beginning, and then in the end I was able to slap a couple cards down that were just really like, there was one card, it was a 4/4 for 5 mana, or 5 total mana.
Mhm.
It was like 3 and a black and a red, a black and a white, but it was a 4/4 flying with vigilance
Oh.
that I could regenerate.
Ah, very
If
nice.
I paid one white, 1 black, and 3 life, I could regenerate it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, but he's flying, which is a big advantage on any game, and vigilance, which means he doesn't tap when you attack. So then doesn't matter. I can attack with him. I can still use him to block whenever it comes back around. That was like, that card probably won me the entire night. Just when I slapped that down, I was able to get some stuff going with that. I just run the field, and it's not even like it's a good card, but it's not like a super powerful like in game like big huge monster.
Yeah.
So I guess it's just a matter of just seeing the right cards and being able to pick other cards that play with those. So I'm really trying to work on this. There's this acronym that you're supposed to use when you're picking cards. It's called BREAD.
Okay.
It's like B is for bombs. That's like super awesome cards, basically. You know, like cards that are going to win you the night.
Okay.
That's what bombs are. R is removal. Anything that can remove stuff from the board.
Yep.
E is evasion. Things you can use to evade other people. Like prevent damage or, that sort of thing. I forget what A is, and then D is duds, which is basically everything else.
Okay.
But that's like the order you're supposed to pick in. Like if you don't see any bombs, look for any removal, then look for any evasion, then just kind of whatever's left. So this was the first round I really tried to stick with that, and I did okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one night I kind of got everything handed to me, except when I beat Chloe.
Nice. But I ended up getting like $17 in store credit,
That's pretty good.
which helped pay for the night, kind of.
Yeah.
Because I already had some other store credit, so I just basically cashed out and went home, paid no money.
Sweet.
Yeah. And I still have like $7 left over.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And I got cards. Yay. There's definitely one card I totally pulled just to use in a deck. It's like, I'm not using this tonight, but I need this card. It was a rare. I was like, sweet, I need another one of these. Can't play it tonight, but I really need one of these in my standard deck.
That's the thing, is like that they keep changing. So if you want to, you have to buy more to stay current if you want to play in any tournaments.
Not true. They just started, like the game shop down here, they run a standard tournament and a booster draft every night.
Yeah.
Well, they just now started a modern tournament as well, which modern goes all the way back to like Kamigawa, which is like 2004, 2005.
So that's like 8th edition, 7th or 8th edition.
I think it was 8th or 9th.
9th was 2006.
Oh, okay. At least I think that's how far back it goes. They may have dropped off Kamigawa with this new set coming in.
Right.
I'm not sure about that. But yeah, it goes back that far, and they've started. The store's been wanting to do more modern and legacy, which is everything.
Because Cold Snap, that was 9th edition. Because
Okay.
that's where I started. When I worked for Walmart, and I was taking field trips up there. One of the guys I was working with up there, during our lunch break, there was like a whole group of us that would just play Magic in the break room. So and he taught me how to play, and by the next week, I was taking him down.
Nice.
I mean, just like, and because it was the Cold Snap stuff and the Aurochs, those were such amazing cards because they allowed you to play a card, and it was a monster. It was like 3/3, but then you ran through the deck and you got to pull another Auroch. So I would go through, and it was called Herd of Aurochs. So you pull the herd, it's a monster. You go into the deck, you pull another herd out. As soon as it gets into play, you get to go through the deck again. So I would pull all 3 Aurochs, and then another powerful Auroch. Boom. I already have 4 monsters on the field. I only spent like 5 mana.
Nice. And my computer's being slow.
What? Oh, that's your Mac.
Yeah. Well, it's Mac's like 3.5 years old. I looked up today.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
time to set it out to pasture.
Yeah, but that requires money to replace it.
Oh, we didn't say anything about replacing it.
I got this dual setup going. I got to keep this thing going.
Okay.
That's a weird
That was
ad.
yeah.
That was on my site. That was a weird ad. I don't know if I like that.
What was the ad?
It was let's basically say it said like male gamers only. And it
Oh, I've seen those. It's for like explicit type games.
yeah.
And they're not even explicit. They're just scantily clad in cussing.
Are you sure? Oh yeah, Cold Snap was 2006. Which was 9th edition would have been out.
He does this all the time. He doubts me.
Hey. So I would have been. I learned on 8th edition. Yep. Because I learned.
When did
on
first edition come out?
first 93?
93.
Yep. August 5th, 1993. Limited edition alpha.
I had just moved to Kansas in 1st grade.
Nice.
No, strike that. 93. My sister was born in 91. I was 5. So that was 3rd grade.
Nice.
3rd grade. I could have started then.
I don't think so.
No.
All right, I think we've got I think we've bored our listeners enough.
Yeah, whatever.
So
They should love hearing what we have to say.
yeah, no,
Like, oh no,
no, I'm
no,
gonna.
But I mean, no Star Trek.
And
All
with,
right, whatever.
No, and with that, we're gonna go ahead and
Star
call
Trek.
we're gonna call it this week.
Star Trek.
So thank you guys for watching. As always, you can find this and much other great information at ocdcast.com. Yeah, I don't have that.
No,
No,
no playing us out music. All right.
no, I have playing a sound music, but it's only like 30 seconds.
Here, I
long.
can just be in the background.
No. So, if you got comments, questions, feedback at ocdcast.com, email us, and we will discuss it on the show. I think we need to do a contest.
A contest.
We should have like contest and then get people to email the show that way.
What's gonna be the prize?
Whatever I want it to be.
All right.
Something cheap.
So I'm cheap.
Philip's the prize.
Woohoo! I'm the prize.
All of a sudden, nobody
Nobody wants to listen anymore.
answers. So you could also follow us on Twitter. I am at Chris the Prof.
It's like, where am I?
Philip is.
I'm
still,
right here. Oh no, it's
Philip
right
is
there.
still at Philip_RD.
RD.
Yeah.
Can I change my tag, or do I have to make a whole new
You
one?
can change it as
Okay.
long as you're not changing it to something someone else already has.
Okay, sweet.
Yeah. And always, you can find us on Facebook, facebook.com/obsessive comics disorder. I don't have to talk about the outro music. 'Cause I don't have any. But, I can do this. As always, like I said earlier, thank you guys for watching. We are still doing the show, and we love it. He's over there dancing. So, until next time, we will see you guys later. I'm Chris,
I'm Philip.
and we'll see you next week.
I need a maraca. And I'm spent.